I channel, I see some images. When I try and focus on what I saw, the images disappear. Even if I caught the image, I struggled to interpret it. So in order to see clear, I need to do more practice. Am I right? But how do I translate the images? Okay, so this is really good. This is very similar to lucid dreaming. When I started lucid dreaming back when I was 18, so this was like 2010, I guess, somewhere around there. So when I started doing lucid dreaming, I would wake up, right? So that's what it's called. You wake up in your dream and then you realize you're dreaming, then you can do anything. But the second that I woke up in my dream, the dream started collapsing and I couldn't hang on to it. So you're so right, Paulina. It just takes more focus on the images. Now, determining what the images mean is more of a channeled ability. So it's like, so you finally get an image in your psychic quest, right? You're sitting down, you're in meditation, you're listening, you're concentrating, you're asking for information. You're like, okay, all right, spirit guides, all right, higher self, all right, universe, if you were to sum up my life right now in one image, what would it be? And all of a sudden you get this ship, okay, and this, not a spaceship, but an actual ship, like a boat, in the ocean, and all of a sudden the boat hits something and it sinks. And you're like, oh my God, what's happening? I just want to say, the more reaction you have to the psychic messages and the images that you're getting, the more you're likely to collapse that image, okay? So the more you're in reaction about that, the more you're going to collapse it. So you have to be super neutral and super objective. And that's why it is like literally 10 times easier to get information for other people than it is to get information for you. Why? Because you have so much attachment around what the expected outcome should be or what you want it to be rather than just what is. Okay? Does that make sense? So, so interpreting the image, honestly, all it comes down to is asking more questions. So you ask the question, what is my life like right now? You see the boat, it hits something and it sinks. You don't freak out because you're maintaining the objectiveness. Then what? Then the next step for you is, okay, so why am I seeing that image? What's going on here? Okay? When you ask another question, guess what? You get another answer. So at first, now I don't really have to ask the questions, it all just kind of comes through. But first, when I was practicing my psychic abilities and the ability to channel, it was just asking question after question after question. And I learned that trying to obtain knowledge and information, all it comes down to is asking the right question. And if you think about it, this is so exciting, if you think about Google, right? I mean, the whole universal search engine of this world, and all of the knowledge in this world, if you think about Google, if you want to know something in Google, it's funny. Say, for example, you want a cute short haircut, right? And you type in short haircut. What are you going to get? You're going to get a whole lot of things. So you have to ask the right question. What kind of color is your hair? What kind of texture is your hair? Cute, short, blonde, curly, whatever haircut. The more specific you are about the questions that you ask, the more specific responses that you get. And that works the exact same with Universal Source. So having your psychic abilities and the ability to channel all comes down to asking the right questions. That's really important.